It's time to learn. It's time to play. It's time to dance with the fun teacher. 242. Say what? 242. Say what? It's the fun teacher. 242.
Hello and welcome back to the Fun Teacher 242 channel. So today I'm going to be showing Dylan 5 special sounds. But before we get into that, let's see how Dylan is feeling today. So Dylan, how are you feeling today?
Good.
So you're good. So that means Dylan is happy. But you know why Dylan is happy? Because it is always so much fun to learn. Learning is fun. So whenever we're learning, we're happy because we're having fun. All right. So Dylan, today we are going to be looking at some special sounds. And I want to remind you that this is Dylan's first time looking at some of these sounds, so he isn't going to know them. But that's the point of learning. So we're going to be looking at special sounds A-Y, E, O, C-K, and G-R. All right, Dylan. So A-Y. Repeat after me. A-Y says A.
A-Y says A.
Again, A-Y says A.
A-Y says.
So we have A-Y in pray, like when we pray. Then we have A-Y in say, A-Y in day, A-Y in may, and A-Y in play. So whenever we see A-Y, A-Y says A. What A-Y says, Dylan?
A.
Very good. Now we will move on to E. So E right here just says its name. So E says E. What E says? Says E. What E says, Dylan?
E.
So E says E as in me, he, she, and we. So all of those words are called by that long E sound. And see the boy is a he. He is wearing a red shirt. He. So E says E in me, he, she, we. E says E in me, he, she, we. Again. E says E in me, he, she, we. You got that, Dylan?
Yes.
Awesome. Now we're going to go to O. O here also calls its name. So O says O in go, so, and no. So when we say no, we hear the long O sound. O is calling its name. O says O in go. So, no. Again.
Oh.
O says O in go. So, no. Again.
Boy.
Says O and go. So, no. And we see the no symbol. So, no. This means no. Spell no for me, Dylan. Can you spell no?
Yes. I can spell no.
Spell no for me. Very good. So when we see that, we know that word is no. And that special sound is O. O in go, O in so, and O in no. As we move on to our next special sound, we have CK. CK says K. What CK says? K. CK says K. CK says K. Let me hear you, Dylan. CK says K. CK says. Very good. So CK says K in duck, muck, luck. You hear that K sound in the CK. CK says K in duck. CK says K in muck. CK says K in luck. So we have duck, muck, luck. Again, duck, muck, luck. So when we see CK, we know the CK sound. CK says K. And our next special sound for today, which is the last one for today, is GR says grr. What GR says, Dylan? Grr. So GR says grr in green. GR says grr in grow. And GR says grr in grass. So we have grr in green, grr in grow, grr in grass. Again, grr in green, grr in grow, grr in grass. GR says grr, and we see the green grass. Grr, 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 the grass is green. Grr, 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 the grass is green. So let's go from the top. So can you remember what AY says? A, very good. AY says A in pray. AY says A in say. AY says A in day, make, and play. Very good. E says, can you remember? What E says, Dylan? Now remember, we're talking about the special sound E. And the special sound E is called by its name. So what does E say? We have to call E by its name. So E here says E. Remember E in me. M-E, me. Or E in he. H-E, he. E in she. S-H-E. Or E in we. W-E, we. So what does this E say, Dylan? Very good. E says E in me. Touch yourself and say me.
Me.
Awesome. Now we go on to O. O says, this is another one that is called by its name. What O says, Dylan? Very good. O says O as in go, G-O, go, or O as in so, S-O, so, or O in no, N-O, no. So O says O in go, yeah. O says O in so, yeah. O says O in no. Our next
Ball.
one. Yes. Now, CK, can you remember what CK says?
CK says.
Very good, Master Dylan. CK says in duck. CK says in muck. CK says in luck. CK says CK says. Very good. And our last one for today is GR. GR says grr. GR says grr. Grr. Almost like a monster. Grr. Who's growling? Grr. So grr in green. Grr in grow. Grr in grass. Grr, grr, grr. GR says grr. Grr, grr, grr. GR says grr. So again, from the top. AY says A in pray. E says E in me. O says O in go. CK says K in duck. GR says grr in green. So let me hear you try to read them, Dylan. Let's go from number 1. AY. A in. AY says A in.
Parade.
Pray, good. E says E in.
Me.
Good.
And for me.
O says O in. Very good. CK says K in.
Duck. Duck.
Good.
Duck.
And GR says grr in. In green or grass. So very good, Dylan. Very good try today. And remember, we must continue to practice those so we can become better. You want to be better at reading, right, Master Dylan? Say, I am going to be better.
Yay. Let's do this.
2 for 2. Say what? It's the fun teacher. 2 for 2.